Hi, this is Bulgor's Videos, and we're going to review Metroid Fusion for the GBA. This is a really good game, and I'm not going to show you too much gameplay because that'll take up too much time. This is a pretty big game. I've played this for 3 hours so far, and I'm halfway through the game because right here, but you can't really see it that good. But I have 6 energy tanks, and it goes out to there. And so yeah, I'm about halfway through the game. In the game, you'll be getting ice missile. Or no, first you get the missile, then you get the first you get the missile, then you get the super missile. After that, you get the freeze missile, then it upgrades to a charge ice missile. And once you charge up your ice missile and you shoot it, it faces everything on screen in a cloud of ice. Pretty cool. So in this game, it's Metroid 4, which comes after Super Metroid, before Metroid Prime, and it's pretty easy to pick up and play. I mean, it's probably the easiest Metroid game you'll ever play, because the NES has no map, the one on the Game Boy has no map, and a lot of the places you go around the Game Boy look exactly the same. Metroid Prime is a little bit harder, but completely different. I'm not gonna really go too far into that because we ramble on forever. But this one, at the beginning of each level, you go to the navigation room, and this computer guy tells you have to do this, and this, and then you're like, okay, and you save, and recharge, and fill up your ammo and your health, and then you just do what he tells you to. After you beat a boss or upgrade something or whatever, you go back to the navigation room. He tells you, okay, good job, and then do this, and this, and that's basically what you do. And it makes it way easier. I know a few of you might not like that because you want to find it out on your own. But sometimes you might have a little trouble finding a certain something, which is still Metroid-esque. Like, it doesn't tell you where a certain hidden thing is. You have to fill it out for yourself. It'll just tell you where to go, like where that little blinking thing is right there, right there. It'll tell you to go right there and unlock something, upgrade, or fight a boss. And there is an in-game sleep mode, which it kind of saves your batteries because you won't have the game running or your screen on, and it keeps, well, basically that's what it does. It keeps your screen on, and that, I don't see how it really saves that much battery because your Game Boy Advance is still on, and with the, oh, I guess maybe not. I'm thinking if you close the screen, light would turn off, but I guess it doesn't. So I guess you do that, it turns off the screen, puts in like a standby mode, and then when you go back to it, LR and select, turns back on. So that's a good idea, but you don't have to do that too often because there's saves all over the place. This one place has four different save stations, and there's not very many outside levels. They might seem outside, but they're not. The whole game is based on six different rooms, and then, well, actually 7 different rooms if you count the room above all the other rooms. So yeah, there's about 7 rooms, and then you unlock, instead of having a beam to unlock a door, you have to unlock individual doors along the game, or throughout the game. So that's a bit different. And you get things you might get is the morph ball, the high jump, the speed booster, and then you get screw attack, which is the best thing because when you jump, you just instead of charging up and then you jump like that, you don't have to charge up. You just go keep on jumping continuously, and you're like invulnerable to anything. Pretty great. It's like the best thing in any Metroid game. You get the power power bomb. You don't see the X-ray visor or the grappling beam, which is kind of a bummer. I really like the grappling beam, but oh well. You don't really need the grappling beam because instead of having grapple spots to grapple onto, you just have a ladder you crawl across. And yeah, so this is a great game. Anybody that has a Game Boy Advance should pick this up. It's really hard to find because it came out in like 2002, so you just buy it on Amazon. It's only $15, which is a small price to pay for a great game. And what even makes it fun too is you don't have to check your map all the time. There's a little mini map right here. It shows you a small area of where you are. And just to give you an idea of what other people of the game, or other sites, GameSpy gave it a 4 out of 5. And they say great level design, interesting story, good graphics, sharp control, and decent music. Because you can aim at a 45-degree angle and aim down a 43-degree angle, and so it gives you a pretty precise control, as well as you can aim up and straight down. Unlike Mega Man games, you have to like jump and like do all this sort of stuff to shoot in the exact place. You can actually aim, but it's kind of similar to Mega Man because you run around shooting things, but it's very different because it's actually depth and it takes a long time to beat it. And the only con they said about it is that it's too similar to Super Metroid, but really it's not because there's a lot of differences, and it feels too linear. They also say it feels true. I guess I can say that, but okay. And then IGN gave it a 9.5 out of 10, which is pretty darn good for a rating. You can also, when you beat this game, you unlock the original Metroid game, and you can link it up to the GameCube Metroid Prime, and you can put the fusion suit on your Metroid Prime Samus. And I don't know if that even does anything to gameplay, but it looks different. And also, when you beat it, you unlock a hard mode, I think. And it's a while ago when I beat it. And GameSpot gave it 8.6, and they say the difficulty is medium, which is true because it's pretty easy just to go around and do stuff, especially when there's save points all over the place. And the bosses are pretty hard, but once you battle them a couple times, they're easy because you figure out how to beat them and stuff. And yeah, so this is a pretty good game. Pretty great. Personally, I just give it 10. Anybody looking for a great game should buy this now. Fans of Mega Man, fans of any platform game, just pick this up. And that was my video review. This is Vigora. Stay tuned for more.